When you think about adventure bikes, the first motorbike that springs to mind is the BMW GS lineup. But how did one motorcycle lineup remain so popular for the past 40 years and hold the title of the King of ADV Motorcycles in the world? Let's find out in today's video. The R80 G/S was the first model in the GS lineup, and it was unveiled by BMW Motorrad in the fall of 1980, marking the beginning of everything. The R80 was unique among other bikes at the time since it integrated off-road riding with on-road riding for the first time in the motorcycle industry. Of course, prior to this, there were motorcycles that could only perform one or the other at a high level. When it first appeared, the R80 G/S's name, Geländestraße, which roughly translates to off-road/road in German. In the following years, the slash between the G and S was removed, and as the engine's capacities increased, the model name changed from R100 GS to R1100 GS, 1200 GS, and most recently the 1250 GS. BMW said in 1987 that the S denoted sport rather than street or Straße as it had done in the past. Let's now get back to the story. The original R80 G/S actually came out because of tinkering by BMW staff and enduro rider Herbert Scheck. It wasn't even an officially approved concept at first, but BMW executives made the decision to produce an R80 enduro bike after some remarkable racing success in the German Enduro Championship. The final production bike had some significant adjustments and was much softened off for road uses, but the general idea was left intact. The bike was manufactured quickly and it took about 21 months from the first sign-off to manufacturing. The R80 G/S was revealed to the press, and within a year, it was a major success because of its distinctive mix of road, touring, and off-road capability, critically without sacrificing on everyday usage. At the time, sales of this model alone made up almost 20% of all BMW motorcycle sales. The R80's engine's durability and simplicity contributed to its popularity. The 797cc air-cooled Boxer Twin was referred to as an airhead because the air was used to cool the fin cylinder heads that protruded out of each side of the bike rather than a radiator or oil cooler. It was an uncomplicated engineering design that was recognized for being dependable and simple to fix when something did go wrong. And in the 90s, BMW Motorrad continues to reinvent itself. With the switch from air to oil cooling in the 1995 year, BMW R1100 GS was the first enduro with a 4-valve engine. It is well regarded as a bike that can still handle lengthy adventure trips today because of its 4-valve cylinder head design and overall basic yet sophisticated design. BMW underwent a significant transformation and entered a much more recognizable contemporary motorcycle era at that time. With the introduction of these oil heads, BMW entered a new era, and sales started to rise steadily in many parts of the world. While in the 2000s, BMW Motorrad reintroduced the GS in 2004 as part of its successful experimentation. While weighing 30 kilograms lighter, the bike's capacity, power, and torque have all risen. As a consequence, power on any terrain is made even more dynamic. The R1200 GS Adventure was released for travelers in 2005. Since its debut, the R1200 GS has been continuously improved down to the last detail. With the ESA or Electronic Suspension Adjustment feature, which has been around since 2008, the rider may now modify the chassis and suspension while on the road. One of the reasons why the BMW GS lineup is so popular is that after being used by the actors Ewan McGregor and Charlie Boorman on their adventure Long Way Round in 2004, the 1150 GS Adventure became a top seller. The expedition involved riding from London to New York by traveling east via Europe, Central Asia, Alaska, Canada, and the United States. It was a big sales victory for BMW, since the pair had previously contacted KTM for sponsorship for the trip, who subsequently turned them down. The most popular BMW motorcycle, the R1200 GS and the R1200 GS Adventure, hit a manufacturing milestone of 100,000 units on July 27 of 2007, making it the most manufactured BMW motorcycle. In May 2011, an R1200 GS became the 2 millionth motorcycle built by BMW. But of course, the biggest reason why the BMW GS is such an icon is that BMW does a great job of continuously improving the GS line, constantly striking the ideal mix of on-road handling, speed, comfort, and rider aids with matching off-road performance. This all-encompassing approach is a true all-rounder in every sense of the word and particularly appeals to the modern motorcycle market. Even some owners drive theirs on the racetrack. All rider demographics have shown interest in recent years due to the model range's expansion as well. Other GS versions have appeared along the road, such as the R65G/S, the F650GS, the F750GS, the F800GS, the F850GS, and the G310GS, to mention a few, but none of these smaller capacity models have attracted the same level of popularity as the big ones. So, after 4 decades of the BMW GS, does its popularity show any sign of wavering? Do the BMW GS sales after 40 years indicate a decline in popularity? Well, no, not at all. With a whopping 60,000 units, which are all the BMW R1250 GS leaving showrooms in 2021, the GS models are unlikely to fall from fame anytime soon. And yes guys, the video is now over, so thank you for watching today's video. If you like my videos, make sure to press the like button, make sure to press the subscribe button if you want to follow me on my journey of loving motorcycles, and of course, make sure to press the notification bell. Don't press none. Goodbye!